Hey, guys, how is it going? December, can you believe it? It's December again. I clearly remember where I was last year this time, and I was planning my business and I run workshops for business owners, planning the launches and stuff like that. And we are here again. It's just, isn't it? How are you guys? Am I the only one blowing your mind? With this whole thing. How is it going? Let me just double check as usual. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay. And while I'm trying to figure out where I'm at, and Facebook got stuck in dating mode. Maybe it's a sign. Oh, guys, back again in the dating pool. It's crazy. How many single ladies do we have here? It's just, I can't even find Facebook anymore. So we are planning, and yeah, maybe dating is another, it's another thing what I need to plan better these days. Okay, there I am. I even can hear myself, which is nice. Say hello if you are here. How do you feel about planning? Have you planned something last year, or you just rolled with it? Or maybe you even started with totally different, and you are just going, oh my God, I haven't even thought about last December that I'm here and I'm having my own VA business. Or you are just getting started and next year is the year where you really want to hone in. So let me know where you are at, and then we can go from there. Hey lady, how is it going? How is it going? How do you feel about T? How do you feel about planning? Have you planned your last year, and where are you with the planning part? Today we will talk about been thinking on it. Okay. Fabulous, because this is what we are doing this week and next week, and then we will go from there. So let me share my screen, and then a couple of things what we really need to think about. And this is something what I go through with my business as well, and with all of my clients as well, right? When we really reflect, we see what was working and what's not, and then how do we plan and what makes sense and stuff like that. So grab a pen and paper, and then I walk you through the stuff and the steps what we take before we actually go into the planning mode, and before we actually go into the, okay, this month we talk about this and this is what I'm selling and stuff like that, right? So pen and paper out, and then we get started. Let me move these things around, and then let's see how it goes. Business planning 2022, going crazy with the whole thing, but hey ho, that's what we are doing, and that's where we are at, right? Okay, so big picture, as usual, I like to remind you that I truly believe that everyone who is running a business, it's the same kind of steps what they need to take. But for some reason, VAs are not thinking that they are running a proper business, but you do. You have services and everything else. So once you know your superpower, what you are offering, you package it in a way, you build the infrastructure to be able to sell it, to be able to onboard the clients, to be able to market yourself, put things out there, and then you start generating leads with marketing, and then you convert the clients automatically or kind of automatically. And then from that point, you have the option to scale, right? You know what are your numbers, you know how you can juggle with new leads generation and with your paying clients. And then from there comes the scaling, where you have more expensive packages, or you have more clients, or you start an agency if you have enough clients already. So basically that's what I think everyone should kind of go through, right? And even if you are there, that's okay, let's revamp everything, I would suggest for you to go back and maybe a new year, if you are not happy with your business, or if there are different things where you are like, okay, maybe I need to change something, or I'm not feeling it, then I suggest to go through from the beginning. What are the things what you love doing, what you can do, what really fills you with joy and pleasure, and doesn't matter, you know, who asks, you start talking about it all day, every day, and then create a package around that, and then build the infrastructure, and so on and so forth. So what we are covering today is why business planning is important at all, right? What to consider before you start actually laying out your year, and what to celebrate and what to change, right? It will be quick, just that you guys can go quickly on your way and then reflect it on your own time, because I think it needs a little bit of preparation, or, you know, when you have a quiet moment and sit down with your journal or a couple of sheets of paper, and then you can go through the questions. So why planning at all? I don't know about you, but I noticed that if I don't have a plan, and if I don't have a big ass vision, right, and don't have the actual steps, and don't have the actual little small things, then I get lost in stuff. And from that comes unclarity, comes overwhelm, and comes procrastination, where you have so many things that but the balls are in the air, that you actually, at the end of the day, you don't even know where to get started. But if you have a plan, then you know that, for example, this ball doesn't even need to be looked at until, I don't know, Friday, right? On Monday, I like to know this is what I need to focus on. This is the bare minimum what I need to create, do, touch, read, whatever, and then I have the clarity. I'm not feeling overwhelmed. I'm not procrastinating, which happens obviously, but I try to manage my own limitations with the amount of planning. And I'm not sure if you believe in Akashic records and the different business types. I am an order person, so for me, in order to be able to operate on my highest and best, I need order. I need to go through my notes. I need to, organize around myself everything. That's when I have the clarity. But I even see that with my clients who are highly spiritual, and they are like, Agnes, I'm creative, I can't be bothered, right? It's like, yeah, okay, but this will give you a structure, right? To float around at least, right? So you know that, okay, I'm not feeling doing this, but I know that this is also important, and this is also needs to be done then and then. And then you can kind of float above the tasks, and it's not that strict. But I think most of the VAs are kind of those type of people. So I think that's why it resonates with loads of people, the planning system, what I'm doing, because it's kind of, you can fit into your day, and you get the results or better results if you're not doing anything, right? How is the saying? We underestimate what we can achieve in a day, but we overestimate what we can achieve in a day, but we underestimate what we can achieve in a year. So that's slow but steady growth. I think the planning part is, where you really know where you are heading. And yes, you can reflect in the, every quarter, every month, and see if how are you doing according to your plans. But with that you have at least something laid out that gives you a nice contrast, right? And you can compare your previous yourself and your previous records and results according to that. And yeah, we will go into that. So yes, slow but steady growth I think is really crucial when you are running your own business and you don't have actually you don't have the boss or the client. It's the only feedback what you get. If you're not planning, at least myself, I don't get anything done, and we try to focus on everything, and then at the end we don't focus on anything, and then you realize, oh my god, 3 weeks gone and I haven't even scheduled an email for my email list, and it goes so easily, and life happens and shit happens and stuff like that. So yeah, that's definitely why I highly recommend at least the big picture, right? At least some kind of big overview that you know what you are selling and what you are doing and what you are promoting. So let's start with you. Reflection. I don't want you to, be, this exercise should be here for you to grow. I don't want that you feel even worse than when you got started, right? We tend to go into that mind space. We tend to compare ourselves with other people, what they put out on social media. That doesn't matter. The only person you need to compare yourself with is you and the person you were yesterday, right? So when did you start your business? Have you started it last year? Have you started this year? Where are you at? What are you doing, right? Can you say that, okay, when I got started this year or at the beginning of this year, I was here and where I'm at right now? What steps have you taken? Go back and remember, what's missing? What is that you've done? What brought the biggest improvement? Where could you improve? Usually we know, right? Usually we know that, yeah, I know I should be more consistent in marketing. Okay, why didn't you? Why haven't you? It's not to beat yourself up. It's more to beat your own habits or beat your own. By me, I know it's laziness. I'm not saying that you are, but I know sometimes it's like, I'm feeling sorry for myself and that's it. But for be able to move forward, I know I need to push through that resistance. And sometimes I'm sitting here and I'm like, I have a list and I know that, this is something what I need to do and I can't. So how do I trick myself? I give myself 5 minutes, nothing more, just 5 minutes. I promise myself to do something for 5 minutes. And after that, action creates the emotion. And then I can hack myself into doing stuff. But I'm pretty sure that you know that too. It's like, are we putting it off that you are working on your own business? Are you saying that maybe paying clients are more important than generating new ones, although from the ones you have, you are not happy with and you are not sure if it's even enough to pay the bills? Or you just really want to earn more, or you really want to have more clients? Where is the resistance? Maybe I need to put that up there. Where is the resistance where you feel like, okay, I know that this wasn't good. I'm not, beating myself up anymore. This is fine. I acknowledge. Maybe next time I can try a little bit better, right? So where could you improve yourself? Where do you need help? What worked, right? What were the things where, oh my God, that was beautiful, right? It's just like worked out like this. Were there topics? Were there posts? Were there collaborations where really worked well, and you are like, oh, I wish I would have that every day? Write that down and do your affirmations, do your things, do your journaling, do your mantras, do your whatever feels good for you. Put a post-it on the wall. I have there, and I'm running $1 million empire. So that's what I have. And every day I sit here and I'm like, oh, I don't want to work, right? It's like, yeah, you are fucking running an agency here, come on, right? So you need to hack yourself into success. So we need to acknowledge also what worked, and you need to shout it from the rooftops as well, right? Again, where do you feel you could be better? Where did it go wrong? If something went wrong, right? If you have a client where you are like, oh my God, boundaries, right? It's like, I just didn't, it wasn't just enough, right? And next time I wish this and that. Make sure that you write it down, and make sure that you go from a place where okay, this is how I can improve myself, and this is what I want to avoid. This is how I want maybe to do things next year. Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. It's always a problem in all levels. We are just good. We just want to help them, right? And then you even start working for the client when they haven't even approved your what's that called? Proposal, right? And you already spending hours and hours figuring out how you can solve their problem once they hire you. But then guess what? They end up not hiring you or not paying you. And then you sit there, you spend 5 hours on research just to be able to do the proposal. No, send the proposal, and after that you are happy to work. We are running a business here. So are there any boundary issues? Let me know, guys, in the comments. Hey Bella, how are you? I'm praying that 2020 will be the different ball game for me in terms of business performance, knowledge and skills. I know that it will, because we are working on it. It definitely will be. The stuff what we go through together, I think that's so valuable. Everyone needs podcast management. So yeah, let's do that. So again, I don't want you to sit there and it's like, oh Agnes, it's Christmas, I have so much to do, and now you remind even me of the things what I should have done better and I could have done better. So that's why I have a sheet for every day with the intention for the day. Maybe if you want, guys, I have it on, you know, I just wrote it out, and I have a template what I always copy in the morning. So I have intention for the day is, and I write down something like play along. Today in my meditation, it came like, you know, I just need to feel my way through it. Resistance is not good, so I just need to play along and you know, be playful. And then how do I want to feel today? What would make me feel accomplished and successful today? What do I need to do / believe in, right, to manifest my goals? And then the top 3 action steps. And at the end, I have miracles for the day. So I write down everything which were, you know, people reached out to me. Someone I haven't heard a long time about reaches out, or I received an email, or, you know, clients sent back the proposal and stuff like that. And when I go through every month my, you know, package of moon cycle manifestation and stuff like that, I'm like, oh yeah, right, that happened, and oh wow, yeah, that was so cool. You forgot to celebrate yourself, you forgot what you accomplished, because so many things are happening. So make sure that you have a piece of paper, right, every day, and write down, or have I even had back in the days, where is it? I even had a cute, with hearts and everything, a cute journal only for the miracles, right? And then when I fell down, I needed to go through only a couple of pages, and I'm like, oh my God, so many amazing things I can be grateful for, right? So celebrate yourself, write it down, make sure that you celebrate yourself, you praise yourself. Because I just realized, right, I'm sure I already thought about it back in the days, but I just realized back in the days when I was in corporate, right, then my boss evaluated what I was doing. I could compare myself to my coworkers, and then, you know, it gave me an idea about how I perform and how good I am. But now I'm running my own business. My only reflection and my only comparison is other people and social media, which is unhealthy, right? Because you don't know what they went through, you don't know what they are doing, you don't know what capital they have behind them, and this just makes it hard. But if you celebrate, if you write down everything what you accomplished, you reflect and you learn from it, right, you try to improve, then that's what will give you fuel, and that's what will, even on the freaking hard days when you are just not feeling it, and when you could just, you know, roll over in your bed. It's easy for me because I'm single, I'm alone, I don't need to take care of anyone rather than me. So it's easy for me just to roll over or bury myself in journaling and mindset work and stuff like that. But those are the moments when I look back to my notes, I'm like, oh yes, Agnes, it's not half as bad as your little brain thinks. So let's move on and let's see the word a little bit in a different light, right? Okay, so this is me trying to trying to hack ourselves into success, because I think at the end of the day that's what matters, that you really can maintain that energy every day and go out there, and instead of beating yourself up, just celebrating. So, but we need to learn from the errors as well, right? So what's the plan? Where do you want to be? What do you want to do in 2020 January, right? Dare to dream. That was a thing for me, actually. I stopped dreaming after a couple of failed launches, right? And I was like, I'm not even planning, I'm not even doing anything, because it doesn't make any sense. I can plan, but it's not, I'm not getting the numbers what I want. And instead of going back and checking, what is working, what's not working, what was good, what wasn't, or just saying, then in 2 weeks generated 250 leads, right? And put everyone in a community. I beat myself up and I stopped dreaming. And a couple of months ago, I was like, okay, this can't go, right? I know that this is what I want to do. So let's keep track of everything and let's do it again. And once I did something, I really go back and reflect, and I'm checking, it was working. And then guess what? It turns out it's half as bad as I think, and I know I could do better. So next time I'm doing it differently, I'm doing it better, and stuff like that, right? So if you ever had that experience that you planned something and it didn't work out, just go back to the drawing board, right? Where do you want to be in 5 years? Where do you want to be in 3 years? Where do you want to be next year? Dream a little bit, be a little bit free with everything, and what is the best case scenario, right? Shoot for the moon and maybe you reach the stars, or how is the thing? So are you doing big ass long-term planning usually? Even with health, right? Even with health and other things, I think it's really important that you have the big picture and then break it down to smaller steps. Do you want to have more income like this time next year? Do you want to raise your prices? Do you want to earn more with less clients, maybe? Do you want to add new packages, learn new skills? Do you need something brand new because you just tired of everything what you're doing, or you're so freaking happy that clients are starting to come in or are already there that you really want to help more people and really need to hire someone? Or what is the plan? And don't sell yourself short. There is no stupid or too big or too small dreams, right? If that's what fills you with joy and motivation, that's what you are going for. You need to know this, because after that, it makes everything so much easier when we can reverse engineer everything, right? So where do you want to be this time next year? And then we talk about what's the plan, right? And how to execute. Once you know what you want to achieve, then we know, what content do we need to put out there, what packages to sell and one. Is there something new what we need to build? Is there new collaborations? Are there new communities what you need to? Is there a new social media platform what you need to, expand in order to reach that big ass goal what you put out there for yourself, right? If you go back and check your numbers, check your statistics, right? It's like from every 5 proposal what I send out, we got 1 sales. Then I know that I need to 10x my proposal sending efforts. For that, I need to 10x the lead generation efforts in order to be able to make more sales. And that's it, numbers game. Okay, how many posts do I need to put out there? How many people do I need to reach out? And that's the number, and that's it. I just need to keep doing it, and in 3 months come back and see, okay, I did this for 3 months. This is the results. How can I adjust if I need to adjust? There were times I started doing this and I got so many inquiries. I was like, oh my God, okay, I need to stop because it's just too much. So you really never know. You really never know. But in order to be able to reverse engineer everything, you need to know what's your goal. This is it, guys, right? Really reflect on what was working, where you want to be, what everything what we talked about, what does, oh my God, what do you need to do, what needs to happen in order to get there, right? Where do you want to go? Where have you been? What worked, what not? And once you have that, it's like, oh, okay, these are the things what I want to achieve. These are the things which was working. This is not definitely I don't even want to go there. Then we can sit down and map out your year. Okay. So Bella, for you, I would say, right, it's like, first of all, you need to learn the skill. I think we gave you a couple of weeks, 6 or 8 weeks at least, right? It's a pretty complex. The podcast management, what we go through, it's pretty complex. But I would say, right, slowly but surely, once you get started to, get a feeling for a couple of steps or a couple of phases, then you can start thinking about putting yourself out there as a podcast manager. That there are certain things what you can get started with content creation. Even if we don't have the package together, people will start to think of you as the social media manager, and then from there, all the bits and pieces, the onboarding and contract and stuff like that can come. But how cool would it be that because of your content creation and lead generation, you would already have sales before we even put together the package, or if the first client would be someone who actually helps you create your onboarding, because from there, that's how you will be doing it. And then we know that, okay, it took you I don't know, 2-3 weeks to get in touch with every day with 5 people. It took you 2-3 weeks, 4 weeks to get 5 proposals out, and we know what you need to do, and we know then what content you need to put out there. So if you're already running a business, right, then check also your content, check also your statistics, check the best performing posts, and then you can make an educated decision what to put out there, what to make more of, right? If a strategy didn't work for you, right? Like, okay, no one signed up for my mailing list, then let's create something new. Let's start different messaging. Let's do something. But for that, you need to reflect. You need to check what you've done, what you've accomplished, what worked and what didn't, in order to be able to, okay, let's map out the next year and then use only the things what are working, right? And then on the 15th of December, we will run a workshop for inner circle members and clients of mine. So if you are coaching with me, then that's for free. That's included in the package. But if you are not an inner circle member or coaching with me, then it's a $39. We will finalize your, I will help you finalize your map, your 2022 map, and then we talk about what you need to create, what you need to schedule, what you need to do in order to make sure that everything is up and running and you are ready to roll. How does that sound? And if you are there that you are not sure, right? So you are not even sure what to offer, you are not even sure what to put together, if you are not even sure, where to get started, I do have one-on-one free consultations still, guys, available. So type out hashtag call, and then I will get back to you with the questions and with the links, and then we can go from there. And we really can hone down on something. So by next week, you can actually really start planning and how would be if in January you have already, you know, emails and stuff like that and posts mapped out for the whole year. No matter what happens, then you know that things are actually going out and working and for you, not, you know, it's not your time. It's working smarter, right, and not harder. Okay, guys, so that's it. Go back and reflect on your feelings, on your efforts until today. Think about the big ass picture. There are some business development gurus who are, even launches, they ask people to pick 3 numbers, right? Pick the bare minimum, pick the middle where you are, oh, I'm happy with that, and pick the big ass, blow my mind goal, right? And if you have those 3 goals, then what makes you, you know, feel like, I just want it, it excites me, then go for that. And then even if you reach the bare minimum, you are still happy, right? So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. And next week, same time in the community, we actually start mapping things out and everything for you to make sure what you need these answers to be able to move forward. Thank you very much, guys. Have an amazing, amazing day, and speak to you soon.